Morning everyone, good to see you again. Today's the day after the R9T's first track day. When I say track day, it was more like track 5 laps. I'll explain why. A friend of mine I was riding with, he'd never done a track day before, so I joined the sort of novice group just to ride with him. And there were lots of rules, there were lots of people on track, spread all over the track. There were instructors and they're saying, you know, don't pass here, don't pass there, all that sort of stuff. So very, very patchy couple of laps. They're saying within the first laps, warm up your tyres and all that sort of stuff. So you really couldn't get on it. Anyway, after the first session, we got 2 laps in and someone threw their bike down the road and put oil on the track. So they closed the track, closed the session. Then the following groups went out. So we had to wait an hour. Then the second session, we went out again. And I was really looking forward to getting stuck into it. And someone else binned their bike, so they closed that session. And then after they cleaned up track, then the other groups, the faster groups, went out. And on the third session, my bike wouldn't start. I have no idea why. We're about to find out, but I've got no charge in the battery through trying to crank it over. The thing wouldn't clutch start. Very frustrating. Rolled into the pits, absolutely fine, but just wouldn't start. So I'm going to tear it apart and try to find out what the problem is. I suspect it could be the fuel pump. Anyway, the footage that I took, the only camera, there's a few things I take away from the track day. This little session camera I've got here mounted, so the footage is just coming from this rear angle. I wanted to mount one on the front of the bike, but with the data logger here, I really couldn't find anywhere to mount a front camera, so that's something I'll look at changing for the next track day, so I can get some forward footage. One thing also was having the data logger mounted here. I can't see my gauges, can't see the tacho, and really, putting the bike through its paces down the straight, shifting. Sometimes the rev limiter would kick in just when I was about to shift, so it was a little bit clunky. Something I've got to do. I'm going to have to mount the data logger. I think further down here, try to find another bracket so I can actually see the meters, or look at getting a shift light or something. I don't know. So anyway, all in all, for the 4 laps I put in. I was really happy with the bike. It felt great. The quickshifter is amazing. Now I'm going to do a video about the quickshifter. That's there it is right there. It's a little Translogic quickshifter, and in my opinion, that is the one to go for. The Translogic quickshifter for the R9T is completely plug and play. Stick the thing in, it's the timing set up for the R9T, the wiring loom, it's just so easy to install. I will do a video on that, but you can see, in the video that will come up in a second, the upshifts are clutchless, okay, so quick shifters just for the upshift only. Going down the box, you've got to use your clutch. No big deal. It's fine, no issue there. Slipper clutch would help immensely when you really get up to speed, but that's nothing I'm going to do anytime soon because it's a fairly big operation. So, turn up the volume. I think the bike sounded awesome, banging through the gears. And any comments and whatnot, leave them below as usual. All right, guys, enjoy.